What's going on, guys? Welcome back once again. It's me, Molt. Super stoked to be here with you guys today playing some more Clash Royale. Now, I've got a video for y'all that I honestly probably haven't done one of these in like 2 years. I don't know if I've ever done a specific video like this for Clash Royale. But as you guys saw, if you follow Clash Royale on Twitter, they had a little video of the cannon cart, and y'all saw that video the other day. But at the end of it, it shows the Mega Knight. It shows a little bit of its gameplay. It shows it jumping and just shows what it looks like in action, which is really cool because I haven't been able to show you guys any of that. We've just been able to talk about the card and that sort of thing. But being able to see its gameplay was pretty cool. Being able to see it jump and kind of get an idea of what it is. But as you can see in the thumbnail and in this picture right here, you will have seen one of the ideas that I've had for a really long time that I think would be awesome. Now, I want y'all to know I don't go on Reddit. I don't read any other things. I don't watch other idea videos. So some people may have ideas similar to this because honestly, if you think about the way that our minds work, a lot of people think similarly and they can think about the same idea as someone else. So I just want to kind of clarify that. A lot of these notes I've compiled in my notes app over the last year or so since Royale came out. A lot of the ideas I've kind of sent to Supercell and been like, hey, what do you think about this? Blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to kind of go over those. So, in the thumbnail, you can see a picture of a wizard on top of a little floating propelled thing. So here's my idea behind it. It's a floating tower. It's a defense that floats and it can only be targeted by troops that can target the air. So we don't have any current defenses that can't be targeted by a certain troop. So currently in the game, like if you drop off a cannon or a bomb tower or any of that kind of ground defense that doesn't target air, a minion can go up to it and destroy it. But we don't have a single defense in the game that can't be targeted by anything on the ground. If you drop off a bomb tower, every single unit can touch it. But I think it'd be really cool if we had some sort of defense that floats up in the air. Maybe it patrols back and forth, like you could put it down and it patrols over 2 tiles, patrols over 2 tiles, and maybe covers like 3 or 4 tiles below it. But at any rate, it would be some sort of defense that shoots the air that may come and attack it, but it can also shoot things on the ground. So another interesting thing with that is if you're using that and someone drops off a giant, it's not going to be distracted. Hog Rider won't be distracted. But then again, at the same time, if you have that up in the air, it's going to do damage and it won't die from things like Hog Riders, etc., etc. So that's probably one of my biggest ideas that I think would be really, really cool to see in the game because we don't have anything in the air that stays on your side. So I think that'd be really dope. You just set it up. Maybe you can put something below it. Not too sure on how that would work because obviously if you had a floating defense and like a cannon below it, that'd be pretty ridiculous. But I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe it'd be a legendary defense. Who knows? But let me know how you guys feel about that. Maybe you've heard it somewhere else. But I remember coming up with that or thinking about it and I was like, dude, this would be really, really cool. So I'm going to kind of go through some other ones that I just have written down. There's going to be some gameplay of me playing today over on the side as well. So here's another unit. I feel like we need more girls in the game. Like right now we've got, who do we have? We've got the Bandit, we've got the Witches, we've got the Valkyrie, we've got Archers. I'm probably missing some other girls, I don't really know, but I think it'd be cool to have some more girls in the game. So I'm thinking of a girl with revolvers, okay? So she's got 2 revolvers, one in each hand. She shoots, puts them down, and has to like reload, pulls them back out, which would be a pretty good animation. But the thing that she does is she shoots 2 targets at a time. So one gun is going to shoot, say there's like a skeleton army coming at you. She shoots and she hits 2 things. So kind of like the Electro Wizard, how it does that thing, but she doesn't have that whole zap, blah, 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 stun aspect to her. She just shoots and does work. Maybe she shoots 5 times with each hand and then puts it away. Who really knows? But I think that'd be a pretty cool idea and just a cool animation, and we'd be able to get another girl in the game as well. Next, I think it'd be really, really cool if we had some more animals in the game because all we really have right now is like the Hog Rider that is a real animal. Like a pig is a real animal. A hog is a real animal. I don't think that there's any other things in there. So it'd be cool if we had like a Beastmaster. So kind of like a witch, but it doesn't do damage. So all it does is control animals. So maybe when it spawns, it like has snakes come up out of the ground and it controls the animals, but it itself doesn't do any damage. I think that could be pretty dope. Next, a Ghoul. So a ghoul is like almost like a walker from The Walking Dead. It's a troop that dies like at night, but then it comes back to life a couple seconds later with less health, and damage. So it might die, something might kill it, and then say it's like you drop it off on a hog rider or something, and then they have a knight and all that comes in, and then those two things target a bomb tower or something. It comes back to life and attacks them from behind. It'd be pretty cool to just kind of bring up some other troops. And then along with that sort of thing is a Necromancer, which would be another troop that raises old troops back to life. So you know how a lot of units will drop like their shield or their sword. If you have a Necromancer, it brings it back to life. Maybe full health, I don't really know. But I think that could be pretty cool. I don't know how well it would work, but that'd be pretty fun. Next, I'm going to kind of just scroll through these and go in a little different order of the ones that I have written down. But I think that these guys would be really, really, really cool. So, they would be Acrobat Brothers. They're kind of like tricksters. They jump around, and they throw each other. So, they're just in some sort of like relation to where if say a bowler's coming at you, and obviously they would just kind of constantly do this motion. It wouldn't depend on what was happening to them. But they would throw one, maybe throw their brother over the river to go and attack something, or throw their brother back in the back of whatever to do something. I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. A lot of times I think about these ideas visually before like going into details on the attack and whatnot. I don't even ask where I shine, but I think the ideas is kind of where my mind has a lot of fun thinking about two characters interacting, because there isn't really anything that like interacts besides a witch who like spawns things, and the night witch, etc., etc. But having two troops work together and like interact, I think could be really, really cool. Another thing, maybe like an alchemist, somebody who would be in the wizard family but like throws a poison spell, because obviously we have the wizard, which is like a fireball. We have the ice wizard, which is like a freeze spell. I think it'd be pretty cool if we had one guy who would throw like very little poison spells to where it'd be like on one target, but obviously if it was like goblins and he hit them, then it would kill a couple of them. But I think that could be pretty cool to throw those, have that kind of back behind you, doing some damage over time to anything that you see. Next, we have an adventurer. So obviously all of these names are kind of whatever. I'm just thinking of like the concept of them. Like a musketeer is like someone who shoots a gun. So I would be like girl with gun, whatever. Adventurer is a man with a whip, or a woman, who knows? Maybe she's wearing some leather and she looks like Catwoman. But in my notes it says a man with a whip that pulls troops close to him, causing them to retarget. And it can't grab larger units or like charging princes. So the way that this would be implemented is if you have someone with a giant and a musketeer, then they drop off giant. And you know, whenever you have damage behind something, it gets really, really dangerous because the musketeer is just going to stay alive. So this way they drop off the giant and the musketeer. You whip, you pull that musketeer in the front, kill it, and then kill the giant. I think it'd be really cool because we have troops like the bandit and the miner that can be sent to specific places, and like the goblin barrel. But having something that pulls to you that is a troop, not like the tornado or anything like that, I think that'd be really, really cool to see that implemented, where they can throw it and grab something from the back, which is the biggest thing about this idea, and pull it forward. Next, I think this one's really, really cool. So you have like a friar or like a farmer, okay? And he's really, really dirty because he's been working outside. He's just dirty. This is just kind of the backstory to him. He's dirty, and he has a cloud of dust or dirt surrounding him, okay? And it goes for a couple tiles. And what happens within that is it cloaks or hides the units within the dirt until he is killed. So you could drop off the friar and barbarians at the same time, and you wouldn't see the barbarians because they're hidden in this cloud, kind of like a fog or like a smoke grenade or something like in Call of Duty. But so you drop him off. I don't know if he would do any damage. Maybe he would just continuously spawn this dirt until he goes down, so he can be targeted. He can be seen in the middle, but surrounding him for probably, I don't know, 3 tiles or so, anything within that would be cloaked. So it could do damage, but obviously if it comes out of the cloak, if it comes out of the smoke, then it's donezo. But like if someone were to drop off something on top of the friar say, a minion horde, and you had a wizard inside of it, yeet, they would just take out the minion horde and be completely fine. I think that could be really, really, really cool. And then next, just another kind of idea would be a jumper. So he mirrors himself, creating extremely weak units that are a distraction. So if you think about this, it would be a lot of these ideas are like in other games in a certain extent, to where like a ghoul is in like other games like World of Warcraft, where they're dead and then they die. I don't think they respawn, but at any rate, so some of this stuff could be elsewhere. I don't really know, but I think a jumper mirroring himself would be really, really cool. So the main one kind of gets cloaked in the midst of all of them, and obviously if you kill him, then you're good to go. But he's going to constantly be cloaking ones that look like himself, that are really, really weak, but they are just a distraction. So I think that could be pretty dope too. Do I have anything else? Yeah, so I have something. This one, I don't know if this one's good. A Cleric. It casts one disorientation spell within its lifetime, exporting all of his energy. After that, he is simply a troop on the field that can be used for distraction. But the spell does no damage, it just confuses troops. So I think that could be really cool. You just do it, you throw it, you drop him off, he casts a spell on like a whole bunch of troops, and they're just kind of disoriented, like maybe fighting each other. Who really knows? But I think that could be pretty cool as well. And then let's see, we have someone like a scout that you drop off, and it increases the range of your units. So say you have a scout and a musketeer, it's going to outrange an enemy musketeer. And then I think that's pretty much it, guys. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below what other kind of things you guys have thought of, what other kind of ideas, because this is what's so cool about this community, is that I'm sure that a lot of the cards that have come out, honestly, you guys have probably thought of before they come out. So not only is it cool to have a timestamp on your comment down below saying what type of troop you want, but also being able to compare it to Supercell and be like, yo, I said this, and it's in the game now, what's up? So that's really cool. But again, I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode. I love you guys so much. I haven't done one of these videos in a very, very long time, because I know a lot of people don't really like them. A lot of people think that it's like clickbaity or whatever, but I haven't done one in a very long time, and I really wanted to. I wanted to talk to you guys about some of my ideas up here. So I love you guys. Hope you all are doing well today. Have a good weekend, and I will see y'all in the next episode. As always, make sure you keep calm and you clash on. Peace.